Hey y'all, this is your girl Tysheen and I'm back with another video. How you feeling? How you doing? So I'm gonna be reacting to top 10 Americanisms that really ignore British people. So oh man, I'm laughing already because I can just imagine the stuff y'all gonna say. And this is from the this is Moji British channel, so go check them out. They have a lot of interesting topics. Yeah, so let's just get started.
For this list, we're rallying against the words, phrases and clunky colloquialisms that have slipped into the English language, all thanks to our American cousins. So, get your red pens out, the trash talk stops here.
I hate that the flats are now called apartments. I hate that sweets are now called candy. And I hate that instead of nipping out to the shops, you nip out to the convenience store. I hate it.
I hate it.
Number 10, waiting on something.
So we keep waiting on the world to change.
In general, US prepositions can be pretty awkward, but wait on seems to have caught on in the UK too. Physically speaking, you can wait, as in delay or dally, on anything you like, on the platform, the doorstep, even on the car, if you intend to recline on its roof. But with non-physical things like decisions, bank transfers and movie releases, you definitely wait for them. Of course, waiters really do wait on, but most of the rest of us really don't.
Oh, thanks very much. You blonde bastard.
Number 9, I have gotten.
I mean, I had gotten out of control and I didn't even realize it.
If gotten were a noun, which it isn't, then you could conceivably have it.
I never used the word gotten. I never say the word gotten before, so that's weird. I never said gotten. I always say I got, but I never say gotten. I don't know. I never use the word, so.
Maybe on toast or somewhere in your kitchen. But have we really gotten excited, anxious, or suitably irate? And when we splash out on designer t-shirts and tell our friends all about it the following day, we haven't gotten new clothes, we just got them. In fairness, most linguists agree that this sneaky suffix is rooted in traditional British English. Think ill-gotten gains, but it's a mostly American habit nowadays.
Yes, might have gotten away with it too. If it wasn't for these blasted kids and their dog.
Then you kids deserve a big thanks.
Number 8, you do the math.
Right. Let's do the math.
This one just doesn't add up. Why study mathematics plural just to be told to do the math singular? Given that this phrase is...
I never used that term before. Maybe some Americans, but this American girl, I never said that before. You do the math. I mean, when I was in math class, I said, okay, I don't think I've ever said you do the math. I don't think I ever said that, you do the math.
Usually dropped at the end of a debate as some kind of all-conquering conversation ender and insurmountable point prover, we Brits can be quick to bristle whenever it's issued our way.
Yeah.
We would suggest going back to school, but that throws up the whole college-university hoo-ha, and there just aren't enough hours in the day.
One way or another. It's a mathematical fact. It's like Vegas.
Number 7, which pants are you wearing? Clumsy line of questioning on an X-rated phone line, or innocent inquiry about another person's dress code?
Just shut it and put your pants on!
Of course, the underwear or trousers talk all depends upon which side of the Atlantic you're asking from. Interchangeable nouns can often lead expats to embarrassing situations. Remember, your car needs petrol unless it needs gas, which isn't the same fuel used for older style ovens. Sneakers are trainers, although there's nothing especially sly about them, and Band-Aid means plaster, but it's also a seminal 80s charity single, in case you forgot.
I react to that song, so go check it out on my channel.
6, finding the first flaw. To another small but significant difference between British and American English, and one which, having crept over from the States, can cause understandable confusion in the UK.
Especially in Jamaica too. It's very confusing. My mom, who's Jamaican, of course, I mentioned a lot of times. We was debating on a building that we was looking at, and we was like, I told her that because it was like 5 windows, and I told her that that there's 5 floors, and she was like, no, it's not. And I'm like, the window that's down the bottom, I consider that as the first floor. That's the first, when you go in, that's the first floor. Then you have the second floor, you have the third floor. She was like, no, that's the ground floor. Upstairs should be the first. And I don't know, we was just, we was on our way going to the supermarket. We was just talking about that the whole time. We was like going back and forth about it.
You walk into a building at street level, you're on the ground floor, not the first floor.
See, yeah. So my mom says it's the ground floor. I say it's the first floor. I mean...
The first floor is 1 flight of stairs upwards, but the Americanism says that that level is the second floor. It's not, but you can start to see why it's vital that the lift's in full working order. Number 5, have a nice day.
But it's so crazy. Now I'm thinking about it. There are some buildings here in New York. If you go in the elevator and there's a button, it tells you that you're on the ground floor. You're on the ground or level floor. That's what they call it, the ground or level floor. Then it'll say you're going to the first floor. Then you go. So yeah, I don't know why people always think that it's every American. I feel like it depends on the state. Because I've noticed it here in New York. I'm quite sure some of y'all been to New York before. Y'all been in an elevator. It tells you anyway. It says it right there. The buttons tells you you're on the ground or level floor. Then it'll tell you you're going to the first floor. Then it'll say you're going to the second, third, and so on, so on, and so on. So yeah, I just thought about that. So my mom is right, but don't tell her.
Thanks. Have a good day.
Don't tell me what to do.
In general, most Brits balk at Americans' apparently unbridled enthusiasm, but it's difficult to criticise their commitment to peppy customer service. But phrases like good job and have a great day can sound forced and insincere when muttered with the moodiness of a Brit cold caller.
Why the f*** do you keep asking me that?
It's all in the delivery, this one. Of course, everyone should try to be good to everyone else, and wishing someone well is a lovely thing to do, but let's say it like we mean it. Number 4, quite right.
What's wrong with having a good day? What's wrong with saying it though? It's a habit. When I see somebody and I'll be like, okay, take care of yourself, have a good day. Because I genuinely want you to have a good day. I don't want you to have a bad day. I want you to have a good day. It don't mean anything negative. I don't personally don't say anything negative about it. Just have a good day. Take care of yourself. Yeah, it makes a person feel good too. It makes them feel good knowing that someone said that to them. And that's just me. That's just who I am. If somebody's in a bad mood, I still tell them, okay, take care of yourself. Have a good day. I've seen this movie. This is a good movie.
Not quite my tempo.
Again, this Americanism mostly frustrates because of the misunderstandings it can inspire. We Brits mostly use quite as a middle ground between not at all and absolutely, for words like dangerous, delicate, or difficult.
Damn.
If something's quite damaged, it's not completely beyond repair.
So, with the dispatch of the sergeant, we will now be able to concentrate on the eradication of our hoodie infestation.
Right.
But the US uses quite as a blanket substitute for very. So, if something's quite extraordinary, then it really is extraordinary. But problems come if you're described as quite intelligent or quite beautiful. For self-esteem's sake, which is it?
Quite right.
Number
I never use that word quite, so I don't know. Quite beautiful. So that means you're almost beautiful? I don't think that's a nice thing to say. Because you're basically telling the person, you okay. You're alright. You're quite beautiful.
3 alternative facts.
Did you throw Jeremy Paxman out of a window?
Oh, well, kind of.
A term from the top, this idea was first formed following former US Press Secretary Sean Spicer's insistence that Donald Trump's presidential inauguration ceremony was well attended, despite photos seemingly showing that it wasn't. Counsellor to the President, Kellyanne Conway, famously defended Spicer, claiming that his version of events was built not on falsehoods, but on alternative facts.
And they're giving Sean Spicer, our press secretary, gave alternative facts to that. But the point remains
Alternative
that there's
facts?
It's jargon worthy of the British writer George Orwell, but we can thank America for making it mainstream and for providing the buzzword for post-truth politics. Number 2, the least worst option.
I'm doing this for the city,
Batman.
not you. You're the least.
This is a good TV show. I love this TV show here. This is Gotham. Yeah, basically it's about Batman's story when he was a kid. Fun fact: when I was working at a kids group home, they did a scene at the job where I worked at. Yeah, at the home. I should say the home I worked at. They were there.
Least worst option.
Our runner-up rounds on another apparently diplomatic double negative, and 3 words which really mean nothing at all. Because what can a least worst option ever really be?
It's true.
If there's something worse than the worst possible something,
I love this movie here too. One of my favorite movies, The Hobbit.
then the first worst something was never the worst in the first place.
You have a better bad idea than this?
This is the best bad idea we have, sir. By far.
It's pretty simple, really. Anything that's less worse than anything else can't possibly be labelled the worst, and the least worst of those things that are less worse is actually the best option available. Hallelujah. Number 1, I could care less.
I could care
I
less.
could care less.
I just want to do my
I
job.
could care
Delivered
less.
when
I never
someone's
used
past
that.
the point of caring, and if you've stuck with this video, then this presumably isn't you, so bravo. I couldn't care less makes perfect sense. Lose 2 letters and
I never use any of these terms, so I can't really relate. I couldn't care less. I could care less. I never use any of those.
an apostrophe, however, and it definitely does not.
I really couldn't care less.
I
I would
could
just say, I really don't care. Or I would say, okay, whatever. I don't care. That's like the most thing I would say to a person when I really don't care. I'll just be like, I really don't care. But I don't say these other stuff. I don't.
care less implies that there's still some caring to be had, which is rarely what the person speaking wants to convey. I could care less is like conceding that worse things have happened, but with regard to American English, they rarely have.
Because that, as an expression for not or hardly caring, just makes no sense.
Yeah, so comment below. Do you agree with this? Do y'all agree with it? What y'all think? I personally, the reason I'm sitting here looking at it because I like certain things I just can't relate to because I don't use some of these terms. So yeah. Like I said before, even though I'm American, I was raised by a Jamaican family, so they say things a little more different. So that's why I can't really, can't really relate to this. Some of it I can, some of them I can't. But this was very interesting, very, very interested. Comment below. Let me know how you feel about this. Do you agree with this? Agree with what they're saying? And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I'll be doing more. And don't forget to check these videos out right here. And I'll see you lovely people. Take care of yourself. Bye and peace.